Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at a few more surfacing tools that I think you might find helpful. You may or may not already know them or use them. It's generally just a few tools that I find helpful. I'm just going to introduce a little scenario where we're going to use the model we had last week and give us a little sort of design brief of something that we want to create, and then I'll just go about it and show you how I'm going to create it. Of course, as always, there are multiple ways you can do the same or similar things in Solidworks, so this is just a sort of surfacing focused insight to get you using the tools really. Okay guys, let's jump in. So this is the sort of objective that I want to achieve at the end of the day. We're going to start with the plain bottle body, but what I want to look at doing is creating this sort of label well here at the front, which hopefully should be relatively simple, and this sort of cut detail up here that could be some sort of grip section, or it's just a styling feature really, but I'll show you a couple of ways, ways that we can achieve this with surfacing. Okay, so this is the model that we finished with last week. So just going to come on to the right plane, come up and go sketch. Going to take this detail here, and we're going to offset it by 10mm, say, and same for this one, offset that one 10mm, and I'm just going to come normal too, just for clarity really. Going to draw a horizontal sketch and a horizontal line there, sorry, something like that. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Going to use the trim tool, power trim that away, looks quite nice there. Going to come to smart dimension, and we're just going to say, I don't know, 49mm off the bottom there, and we'll call that 45 for argument's sake. So we've got a sketch there, and that's basically going to create the basis of our geometry for our label well. Now what I want to do is introduce a new surfacing tool, so the offset surface. This is a really nice tool. You can obviously, the parameters there, offset parameter, select the face that you want to offset, but there is a little trick here which I'm not going to use now, but I'll tell you about. You can copy surfaces. If you set it to 0, it will copy the surface. If I hide the solid body, so there you can see it. That's offset the surface by 0 or copied the surface. Worth knowing that, and it's handy to know or use in the future. But for today, I'm gonna just offset it 2mm, I think. Make sure it's the right way. It's gone the wrong way, so we'll just offset it the other way. Hide the solid bodies. Now I want to use our sketch we created earlier, if we come normal too, and I want to trim this surface back. So if we go trim surface, sketch tool is our sketch, and then I like to use the remove selections option. So I'm going to click on the bit we want to take away, and we're left with this, which is essentially the surface of our label well. And just going to come up here now, and I'm going to show you the ruled surface tool, which is a nice tool. And I want to use, there's loads of different options here, so feel free to have a play. Taper to vector, perpendicular to vector, sweep. I'm going to use normal to surface. We're going to go edge selection. And as you can see, it creates surface that is 10mm, and it's normal to our surface. And we'll go OK. And then the thing to always note with surfaces, look, so we've now got 2 surface bodies up here, so if we want to do anything with them, we have to knit them together to become one. So now we've got 1 surface body, and you know, trying to keep it all quite light-hearted, but on some stuff I've posted before, people say, oh, you know, why did you do it like that, or why did you do it like this, and I'll always go back to the fact that there's never necessarily a right or wrong way of how to do things in Solidworks. There's multiple ways you can go about achieving the same goal. This is just personally an insight into how I like to work and do things, and I'm just trying to show people and teach little bits on the way. So this is a feature that I really like, really robust. When you understand how it works, it's super powerful, and it's the cut with surface tool. And the only real thing that you've got to remember with this is make sure that the surface body extends past the body that you want to cut. So in this instance, we've got our surface profile here, and in this instance make sure it extends past the outer perimeter, the outer surface of the main body. So in which case it does in this example. So we'll select this, and I'll show you there's 2 options you can cut. Look, you just adjust the arrow. So if we say we want it to cut inside this boundary, it will cut inside. But also if we flick it the other way, it'll leave what's inside the perimeter. And yeah, really got a lot of time for this tool. So if you weren't familiar with it, get familiar with it. It's going to help your modelling. It's really good. So we'll hide the surface there, and that leaves us with our little recess cut, which looks quite cool. Just going to come up here and make it a bit tidier. So we'll come to put some fillets in. Just call it 10mm, so for argument's sake. And we'll put a 1mm fillet in the bottom, and we'll put a 1mm fillet at the top there. And yeah, quite happy with that. Looks quite cool. So we've got our recess in there. And now if we say the customer or whatever, they want like a bit of a styling detail up here, which is could be like just a recess cut, or it could be an overmold grip detail. Who knows? But it gives us something to do. So let's see how we'll do it. Go on the right plane and go sketch. Come up to spline. I'm just going to put 3 points there, and not really sure how I want it to look really, but we'll just go with it. Something like that. And then I'm just going to pull a line out here and make it construction. We'll come up to surfaces and we'll go revolved surface, and we'll just give it 30 degrees, make it mid plane. So we just create that. So you can roughly see the shape that it's going to create. And now we'll come back up to offset surface, and we'll select these 2 surfaces here, and we're going to offset them 2mm, and I want to make them go inside. So hopefully that did the right job. Yes. So that's good. And we're going to come up to the trim surface tool. We're going to select that one as the trim boundary for the minute. We'll come trim surface. We'll get rid of that one. So we're left with this sort of weird arrangement, and I think we need to knit them, need to knit them together because they're two surface bodies. So just check you're going to use that there. We'll show you the main body, and again, much as previously, you're going to use the cut with surface tool. Select the surface and the direction, hide, and there we go. Just going to come up and put a 1.5mm fillet in there. We will copy this appearance, paste it onto the fillet, and we'll paste it onto that face as well. So there we go. Relatively simple stuff. Just make it look pretty for you guys. And yeah, as I said at the start, you know, personally, this is kind of my sort of workflow. I'm giving you an insight of how I like to work. Might not necessarily be the most efficient or the right or wrong way, but it's how I like to work. And yeah, just trying to show you guys, you know, some of the tools that are available. It's up to you if you want to use them or not. Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and let me know, do you use any of these tools we've looked at today? Have you used cut with surface before? If not, give it a go, and if you've got any problems, drop me a message or a comment, and yeah, I'll try and help you as always. Alright guys, thanks for that. See you soon. Bye.